Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today, we're going to do a reading on Jeffree Star. Now, a lot of you have asked me. I did a reading on him a while back, but some people have been asking for me to do an updated reading because he's been in the drama for racial slurs, things that he's said in the past, and that he's come out and said publicly that he's sorry, that he did that, and also been involved in a lot of drama. It's almost like, if he's receiving a lot of the same treatment that James Charles got when all of that whole situation went down. So I'm going to focus on Jeffree Star's energy and what's coming up for him. Is he telling the truth? Is he really sorry? What happened between him and Nate, etc. So, all right, so let me go ahead and I got my red candle here. Decided to use a little red candle. And I got my protection spray, so I'm going to spray that. All right. And so we're going to get started. I'm going to get started and see what is coming up for, and the reason that you're going to start seeing me do a lot of cards on my channel is because I don't need them when I read just off of a screen, but some people like to see something tangible or see what I'm actually seeing. So again, I don't do reversals here on my channel when I read tarot. Not even when I teach them, but I will be teaching the reversals in my Patreon class. So we're just going to get into, these cards are very, very hard to shuffle. They are the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. And I like these cards because they have like the meaning for those of you that are beginners to tarot, or maybe like guidance on what the card actually represents. You'll see. So the first thing we're going to ask here, what is going on in Jeffree Star's life? Is he canceled? Because as much as I do, the culture that we live in right now, everybody wants to cancel everybody, right? So we're going to find out what's really going on. Is he really canceled? And if you're not familiar with, he did leave his partner behind, or they separated. Nate was his partner. Let's see what is coming up. Okay, what is Spirit showing? I read cards differently than other people, so okay. Okay. So the first card that I got here, for those of you, I'm going to turn them around, and I'm going to actually switch them as the order that I got them. Yeah. So we're going to start with this card here. This card is a card of the Two of Pentacles, flexibility. Right now, he's trying to be very flexible with his work, with people around him. He's going through a lot of worries and anxiety, even though we don't see it. Pictures surfaced of him cutting himself when he was, and pictures of him with the Confederate flag. So a lot of people are like, you are racist. You are, you haven't changed one bit. And we're going to see here what is coming up with these cards that I'll be doing on this reading. So with the flexibility, the Two of Pentacles to me is like confusion, choices. If you're familiar with the Rider-Waite Tarot, when you see the Two of Pentacles, it's almost like a person is blindfolded. They're not really sure what's going to come next, but I feel like he's tired of all the accusations. He's tired of all that. He doesn't want people to see him as in that light. And people are making money off of him on YouTube, all these drama channels that are talking about him. It's like adding fuel to the fire, okay? Then we have the Page of Cups, inventiveness. This is like creation, like the palettes and stuff that he's putting out. I honestly feel that the palettes that, the makeup and stuff, that's his beauty brand, it's going to take a hit. Meaning that he's not going to have the success that he has had on before. Let me go ahead and give you an example. Every time you see, not just Jeffree, but we see beauty companies, and you see them where their palettes show sold out within minutes. That is a deceiving and not honest, I feel, marketing tactic. A lot of companies want to show that the product has been sold out when it hasn't, to hype it up even more and make people buy it. But the fact of the matter is, it is a very popular method that people use to entice buyers. But I don't feel like he's selling out like he used to, and I feel like he's going to have problems the more product that he pushes out. This is not a good time for a launch for his product. It's not a good time to be in the news at all. Ten of Cups, contentment. On one level, he is very happy with his life. He's happy that he has riches. He's not, even if he was to be in the culture that we live in called canceled. Jeffree is a freaking millionaire, okay? So he has money to live on for the rest of his life if he wanted to. That's not going to hurt him in any way. Then we have here the the wheel, changes. Changes are coming, like I said, big changes. Changes to his brand. I feel like eventually he's going to end up selling a part of his company, either to another company or to somebody else to manage it. I feel like he wants to step out of the spotlight for a while. There is a lot of hot water, and I feel like a lot of this is karmic. A lot of it, yes, the things that were done and said about James Charles is now coming back full circle. Remember, everything that we do has an opposite reaction to it. I also feel like the problems between him and Nate were not just because Nate was cheating on Jeffree, but rather, or because they had grown apart, like Jeffree had said. I honestly feel it runs a little bit deeper, even though they are soulmates, like I had said before, and they were meant to be together. I honestly feel that Nate didn't want everything that was going on in Jeffree's life. I feel like Nate wanted to not be in the shadow of Jeffree. And so, like, you would see a lot of Jeffree, bringing Nate on the camera and things like that. I also feel like Nate may have felt like, what else haven't you told me? I'm feeling out like he, if he was to be aligned with Jeffree, that there would be more scandals and more drama eventually. Now, remember, Nate, if I'm not mistaken, was interested in women too. So I feel like there was definitely another person, whether this is another male or female or trans, whatever. There's definitely somebody else that is in the picture, okay? Then we got the Two of Cups here. It's romance. So again, this is talking about the relationship. Jeffree is going to try to move on for publicity to another couple, right? To another relationship. But is it really something that is authentic? Is this really being like something honest? Is he being honest here? We're going to find out, but I do see him moving on. He will be in another relationship within a year from now, whether it is known in the YouTube. I feel like he's going to try to keep his personal life away from YouTube, away from the social media this time around with the relationship, but there is somebody else in the picture. And then the Four of Wands, unity. So it's like he's looking for people to be united, he's looking for his clique again, the clique that he had back when they were attacking James Charles, when he teamed up with a lot of people. But I feel like he doesn't have that anymore. A lot of people have turned away from him, turned away from the brand. And again, Shane, I had done a reading on Shane Dawson as well, and I felt like it was not good when I had done the reading. I believe I had said, and if I didn't, I'm saying it now, I feel like Shane aligning himself with Jeffree was a very bad thing. Even though it was productive and it gave Shane what he wanted, which was millions of dollars, it did change Shane completely. You can tell by Shane's video content. He's not putting content out all the time. He's not as motivated as before. You know, he is almost like, it's almost like Jeffree wanted to turn Shane into him, right? And so the King of Pentacles, loyalty. There's a lot of questions on the loyalty. I feel like this is saying that Jeffree Star is not a loyal person. He will throw anyone under the bus, even though he is, you know, looks for loyalty from people. It's only how it benefits him. And it's very sad that that's what's happening, you know, with every person that he encounters. And when he's done with Shane, Shane is going to, you know, receive the bad end of this, you know. Ten of Wands, hardships. That's what Jeffree has in store. The Ten of Wands, hardships. He has a lot of things coming to him on the horizon, like I said, where he is going to lose money. These money that he's investing into these palettes and stuff, it's not going to produce, we're not in the same era or with the same energy as before. So where he was used to getting, you know, a lot of millions from these products and stuff, the clout is kind of gone. The fame is almost gone. And then we got here finally the High Priestess. Inner wisdom. Jeffree is a Scorpio, so he is very intuitive. Well, at least I believe he's a Scorpio, if I'm not mistaken. He's very intuitive. So with the High Priestess, this is someone, it represents someone that has the knowledge and kind of knows. Jeffree's not dumb. He knows what is coming up. He kind of feels it already. I feel like he's had people in his camp that is telling him, you know, what to do, what not to do, but really avoiding the issue is not helping him. I really feel like he needs to come forward, really address all about this with Lipstick Nick, with Trisha Paytas and what he said about her. And, you know, even with Rich Lux, how Rich Lux tried to, on one of his videos, you know, Jeffree, he had given Jeffree, I think it was like a Louis Vuitton or whatever, and Jeffree had made that kind of comment that something was very, what's the thing, it was a cheap gift, something to that effect. And Rich went on his video and kind of played it off as that person being, you know, just an inside joke. But for me personally, that is very insultive. True friends really shouldn't joke like that, because if you are spending your hard-earned money giving someone something, you know, the feelings need to be reciprocated and people need to be respected. And again, I don't feel like that was very, very, you know, respectful. But remember, Jeffree has a way of almost like getting people to do what he wants. Money has been something ever since he's got it, where he has kind of used his power to cancel certain people. You know, we saw that with Kat Von D. We saw that with, you know, a lot of other things that, you know, I can't say on here because of certain reasons why, but I did meet someone that used to be friends with Jeffree, and so I know the inside tea about that situation, but I can't say it on camera, and I'm not gonna, so don't message me to know the tea. But I do know the inside from somebody that used to be friends with this person, and basically what he did was he tried, allegedly, again, this is just allegedly from the person, he tried to get people to turn onto this person and told this person that they basically should commit like suicide and whatnot. And again, this is just something that is an alleged story, but I do kind of believe it because of the things that are surfacing out. And honestly, the cards don't lie. The things that are coming out here are things like this is what he's experiencing right now is definitely karma being served, but it's not even the tip of the iceberg of what he's going to accept. Okay, so let me go ahead and see here about Trisha Paytas, and basically addressing the fact that he has insulted her many times about her weight. Is Jeffree truly a friend to Trisha Paytas is what I want to see. Okay, I want to see like what is the situation between them. Trisha, you know, is she is her own person. She's very, you know, different than Jeffree, and I feel like she is very childlike in her her essence of who she is. But Jeffree, my dear, Scorpios tend to say things, and they're very, very hot-tempered. Wow, look, Can't make this stuff up, guys. Remember, this is about Trisha Paytas. The devil card came up. The devil card. So, no, they're not, like, if Trisha believes that he's sorry and that he didn't mean anything by that, and Trisha takes him back into her life as a friend, Trisha is basically blind and she can't see it. Then we got the Queen of Swords, which is Trisha. I feel like with her wands, you know, she's very loving, but she has people that have her back. The dragon represents people to me that have her back, right? And that are protecting her and letting her know it's not a good situation, Trisha. Move away from Jeffree. Get out of, he's not your friend. It's 5 of Cups. You can't make that up. It's loss. Like, if she was to be in a relationship, friendship with Jeffree, a friendship, it's the five of Cups. It's loss. It's like, it's not good. The Magician also can represent here Jeffree. He has a lot of connections. He has the ability to use people to destroy other people's careers. He can do that. Money can do a lot of things, people, and you can buy people. You'll be surprised what they will do. They'll sign a non-disclosure agreement, and then they will use that a paycheck, and then they are binded legally to do whatever they're meant to do, whether it's like throwing campaigns on YouTube, making videos about other people to hurt them. The Knight of Cups. For Trisha, I don't know if she's dating someone. If not, that's something that's coming up for her as well, some new love. Or if she is seeing someone, that would be like a new love established. But she has her own battles, her own hardships. The Ten of Wands. It doesn't feel good right now. The situation between her and Jeffree, it does not feel good at all. It feels very, very bad. Very, very, very not good. So we're going to go ahead and go back to Jeffree. And we're going to look at, like, with Shane. I want to ask about what is his feelings towards Shane. Okay? What are his feelings towards Shane Dawson? Spirit, please reveal. And so we're going to see what the cards reveal. How does Jeffree really feel about Shane? See, I always felt that Shane, but it's something that I didn't want to say back when I did the video, but you know, Shane is somebody that is very, like, marketable. He's very loving, and you know, he was someone a little different back then. And the fact that he was so marketable and had all these followers, etc., Jeffree using him and pulling him into a campaign was very strategic. It was very business oriented, but at the same time, he kind of mixed the friendship to kind of hide the fact that he was using Shane to make millions off of Shane, because again, if people follow Shane and he has millions of followers, it's only apparent that when they, you know, they do the conspiracy palette, that basically all this rich, you know, all these people that follow Shane are going to cross-pollinate, and they're going to subscribe to Jeffree because, oh my God, Jeffree is supporting Shane, and Jeffree is, you know. So again, we see here over and over again where Jeffree is using people in his own way. But I'm curious to see what Spirit has to say about how Jeffree feels about Shane. Queen of Wands, very interesting. The Devil card, honey. Again, cannot make this up. The same 2 cards that I pulled, if I'm not mistaken, now correct me in the comments, the same 2 cards that I pulled for Trisha Paytas and Shane is the same thing about how Jeffree feels about them. He cannot be trusted. Jeffree cannot be trusted, and Shane needs to, like, definitely sever ties. But the fact that they're connected business-wise is not going to end well for Shane, and Shane is going to be the one that's hurt. Again, strength. Shane is going to need strength for what's coming. There's a lot of things that are going to surface about Shane, and it's not going to be pretty. He has changed. Shane is not the same person that he was. No 2 ways about it. 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is frustration. It's someone that is, like, trying to help this person. That's Shane sitting down in this picture. Frustration. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good at all. But the Page of Swords means that there is something new coming for Shane. There is going to be a new thing that he's going to do. Very possibly could be another YouTube series, Netflix, something different. He's going to get out of this. The Two of Wands. Shane is going to be okay. He has good energy. He has good people kind of surrounding him, but he is very much the sweetheart. And again, he's been very polluted, or not polluted. I don't like to use that word polluted, but very contaminated in some way with Jeffree's energy. It's like his aura is all on Shane, and they've both created distance due to COVID and whatnot. But the fact of the matter is that Jeffree is not a nice person. And you know, when I do readings, a lot of people are going to go back, well, Ray, that's not what you said in the last reading that you did. But you have to understand, things change over time. People change. Energy readings are never going to be the same when you do readings for people. So, you know, it's look what he did to Manny and Laura, right? Jeffree did that to Manny, MUA, and Laura. There's been like so many people that he's done this to. Okay, spirits, let me guide myself and ask, guide me, spirit, and reveal what else is coming for Jeffree. So we have the Page of Wands for Jeffree. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups. Knight of Wands. Jeffree is going to... The Nine of Cups. He's going to go away from all of this. Like, he is... I feel like he's going to take a hiatus soon. It's going to be like a lengthy vacation so that he can regroup himself. Again, the Page of Wands is something new that he's going to be doing. With the Four of Cups is frustration coming from that. Things are not going to go the same way that he used to. The Ten of Cups. You know what? I honestly feel like Sephora, or wherever Jeffree has his product, his brand in, whatever store, could actually sever ties. Like, there could be some kind of big breakup in his contracts that what he has. The Knight of Wands. Again, the Knight of Wands. So he's chasing over something else. Like, there's people coming towards him as well. That dragon on that mountaintop, it represents other people that are coming towards him. The attacks are not going to go away. He needs to brace himself, and he's going to go where he always goes. Whether this is, you know, the island that he always goes to, or somewhere where there is a lot of water. And he's going to have patience with the Temperance card. He's going to have to find balance, because he realizes, I think, on some level, that his life is full of illusions, and it's not healthy. King of Pentacles. There's a strong man that is coming into Jeffree's life. Okay, this is a much older person though, and I don't know what the relationship is going to be like, whether this is like romantic or it's going to be more like a father figure for Jeffree. But I do see someone coming in, and then again, romance, the Two of Cups. So Jeffree is going to be very focused on his life. He's not getting any younger. He realizes that. He wants to be happy. He's tired of the drama, even though he has created all of it. And then again, the Four of Pentacles. He's going to be very tight with his money. You're going to see less and less products pumping out of his marketing team. There's something else that he's going to have to use somebody else. He's already used Shane up, right? And he's already used Shane to market as much as he wants. And he's dragged Shane into this. Jeffree is going to look for somebody else. I feel like this will be a female. He's going to look for somebody else to use and align himself and do a collab with. And I feel like that is going to, he hopes that will kind of take this off of him. You know, I feel like in time things will definitely like dissolve. Everything that's going on in his life right now, we'll see it dissolve, and it'll be better for him. But as of right now, honey, it's not looking good for Jeffree Star, not at all. And it's a shame, because I don't feel like, you know, Jeffree is necessarily a devil in some ways, but I do feel like he has, when you are very successful, you have to do whatever it takes to be successful. Again, some people don't like or don't see it that way. You don't have to be that way, and it's true, you don't have to be that way. But if you're not on top of everything and you don't align yourself with the right people, you're never going to make it to the top. The only reason that Jeffree Star has made it to the top that he has is because, again, he has used certain people or aligned himself with certain people that were powerful or had their own influential existence. And it became very much like a marketable tool in his life. But people are seeing, like I said, we're entering an area of this world where people are awakened and they are no longer falling for the BS, and they're very much in tune with what is going on in the world. And so we're going to have to see how this all plays out. But again, I don't feel like it's going to be good for Jeffree. I feel like the scandals are going to come out left and right. And I do feel like on some levels, many people that support James Charles are behind this movement as well. But we shall see as the time progresses. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button and also the notification bell icon. Make sure that it's turned all the way to all videos. Don't forget to join my Platinum Patreon group for all the salacious insight that I cannot say or share here on YouTube. Plus, I am teaching a tarot class right now as well. So be sure to go there and subscribe. And if you want to book a private psychic reading with me, you can go to my website. It's also listed in the description box below this video. It's www.raymondguzman.net/readings or shop. You can find my readings in both the shop section and the readings of my website. So again, thank you so much for being here. I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye.